Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we have all kinds of new move Pokemon. We're going to be showcasing the Lanturn here. We're going to be going with Water Gun and of course its new move Surf. I do try Spark, but I feel like Water Gun was just going to be helping me out. Spark is going to be gaining quite a bit of energy very fast, so it's really up to preference and what you do need cover for. Now we're also going to be showcasing Dragonair with its new Body Slam move. And we also have Dragonite with Superpower. And then, of course, my favorite, Mawile with Fairy Wind. Now, I am quickly liking this to be one of my favorite Pokemon right now. I mean, it already was, but with this new moveset, I feel like, yes, Fire Fang, Power Punch, Iron Head is dominating some matchups with some teams that people do have. But this Fast Charge with Play Rough and Iron Head has been a force to be reckoned with, and I'm just becoming more and more comfortable, and this thing is just amazing. Thank you again, Niantic. I have been really thanking you lately, huh? You've been making all the right moves. Keep it up. Let's go. For a few minor things, I guess you didn't release the shiny for Deoxys right away, but hey, you know. Anyways, yeah, I had a good time here. If you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up, folks. I'm just having a nice time with these Pokemon. I'm not trying to go freaking hard and use meta completely here. I'm just testing some things out. You already know how it goes for a content creator, right? So we're up against the Altaria. It survives with 1 HP to get to the Sky Attack while we have no shields, a bunch of energy, and we're just going to go ahead and take out this Galarian Stunfisk with a Play Rough and not even hit a single bubble. Let's go, Shadow Mawile. All right, leading with that Lanturn, let's go. We're met with a Slurpluff. You know, this is another one of those Pokemon where I really cannot stand saying its name. It's just very weird. I don't like it. It doesn't roll off the tongue well at all for me. Hitting me with an energy ball, which is doing big damage. We're going to go ahead and go for the Surf. Getting stabbed. Surf is a great move. It's a great move. It doesn't take much energy, and it hits hard, especially if you're getting stabbed here. Could you imagine a Shadow Lanturn? As it is right now, it's already kind of a tank, so it would just be doing fine as a Shadow and doing that much more damage. Going to be able to Water Gun down. 1-to-1 shield looking good here. And they have a Mandibuzz, so we're going to... I wanted to get to the Surf, but I do believe we actually tied here. Yeah, lagged because they were hitting their charge move as well. So we wouldn't have made it, and we wouldn't have been able to get off that extra energy here. So they are going to be under tapping so they can farm us down the rest of the way. Sounds good to me, boss. And they have a Reniragus. So this thing is going to have Shadow Claw and Rock Tomb, and I'm not too sure what the other move is. You know, I kind of want to test it out. It's just that ground typing is a little bit vulnerable. But we're going to go ahead and let that go. Super effective. Rock Tomb. Bringing in the Mawile here. We're going to go ahead and take this thing out with an Iron Head. And that's going to be enough. Mandibuzz. We're going to have to kind of maneuver here. So we're going to let this go. I mean, at this point, we're really not in any trouble at all, right? We're just going to go ahead and build up to Play Rough. And that's about a wrap. And this is why this Fairy Wind is just on point. And I'm really enjoying it. Although there's been a few matches where I've just straight backed out because the Mawile is like the only... It's the final Mon. And... we got a Steel type out there and a Grass, and they got a Shield or two. And I could have been able to Fire Fang them down otherwise, but in that case, that wasn't happening. So it's a big trade-off from the Fairy Wind to the Fire Fang. Anyways, we had a great lead up against the Skarmory. They're going to be swapping into their Beedrill. We're going to go ahead and get off a charge move, getting a Shield, bring it in the Mawile, and we're just going to get shields here. See, this is what Mawile can do. It farms up so quick with Iron Head, and it's getting stabbed. It's a great move, does a lot of damage. So you're getting shields over here, left and right. So we're going to go ahead and clear the way and take them out with this Iron Head. I'm hoping it's going to be enough. It'll easily be enough. A Beedrill's no sort of tank at all. So down they go, and they are bringing in a Blastoise. Mawile's going to be able to get to the Play Rough yet again and just hit these charge moves left and right with this Fairy Wind farm charge. Blastoise taking a ton of damage on top of being a pretty tanky Pokemon. Farming us all the way down, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Dragonite. Dragonair is going to join the team here in a little bit, so just hang tight for that. And they're swapping back into Skarmory, simply bringing in the Lanturn here, going for the Thunderbolt. And Lanturn is holding it down, that is for sure. This thing it takes the hits, that's for sure. They're holding it down too. They don't want to back out. They say, I'm going to hit my charge move before I go here. Hitting the Hydro Cannon, and then we take that win there. All right, next battle, what are we going to be seeing with the Lanturn? Trevenant, that's absolutely horrible. We got to get the heck out of here. Swapping into the Dragonite, and they're bringing in their own Lanturn, which looks like it does have Spark, so it will be farming up fairly quick here, so we do need to look out for that. We're getting a shield from them here, and as far as superpower, again, it's great. It's just very circumstantial when you do need to use it, and you're also threatening your opponent for the potential of being super powered. In this case, they don't need to worry about it, right? But for a lot of incidents, and say if you're going up against a Ferrothorn, right? Steel and grass type, that's going to be a nice kind of situation to be in. Potentially bait them with a Dragon Claw, then go for the superpower, build up to 2. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and bring in our own with the water gun, and we're going to let this go here. Hitting us with a Thunderbolt, it's not super effective because we are part electric as well. We do go for the Surf because they're low enough. This is simply going to be good enough to take them out here. Obviously, going for a Thunderbolt would have been way too overpowered. They have a Pelipper in the back, so Hurricane is still going to do a ton of damage. Weather Ball's neutral, so it's probably going to be best to just go for that since it's going to be doing so much here. But we hit a Play Rough and doing a lot of damage to the Pelipper here, and I'm thinking, okay, can we farm them down? I don't think they're going to be able to get to another Weather Ball, and if we can get to the Play Rough on the Trevenant, we're going to be looking good, even with that horrible lead that we did just have here. This is the power of Mawile. I mean, it's like I'm putting it on every team because it's my mascot. I'm having a blast. I want to get very comfortable with its new move and kind of this way of playing with it now. When I go back to Fire Fang, it's going to be like, wow, what the heck? All right, next battle, we're met with a Lapras. They're going to be swapping into a Altaria Shiny, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Shadow Mawile and have a blast. Oh, and by the way, I think, let's see the combat power. All right, it is equipped now. It wasn't for a while, so yeah, they back out. We take that win. That is the definition of rock, paper, scissors. There's really not too much you can do in that case. Next battle, we're met with a Machamp here. This is kind of like just a neutral matchup. We're going to take those hits nicely, but Machamp is Machamp Shadow, and it is still going to be doing a ton to us here. Going for a Surf, which would be enough to take them out. They're retreating with energy, locking themselves in here with their Clefable, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Mawile. I'm expecting them to maybe let this go and then bring in the Machamp. Let's see what did happen, though. They're going to be shielding it up. Okay, sounds good to me. Going for another Iron Head. Now, we've gotten both of their shields here, so we still have 2. Machamp's going to be able to farm us down, and now it has a lot of energy. But I mean, come on. We're going to just bring in the Dragonite here. I don't remember if I shield this up. Okay, we do. We're just going to double shield it, farm them down, take the win, and looking good. All right, this is a team here. I'm telling you, it's Mawile. All right. Oh, yeah, we still got Trevenant. Whoops. No disrespect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw and farm down. Okay, Dragonite. Dragon Breath is amazing. Somebody asked me why am I going with that and not Dragon Tail on the Dragonite. Dragon Tail is amazing. I just prefer in the Great League to use Dragon Breath. Just simply put, I'm not going to get too deep into it. Plus, it's a lot better if you want to kind of control the situation and not get stuck in that slow animation, taking so much damage. Anyways, we got the Dragonair on the team. That was quick, right? Bringing it into the battle, getting a shield, and it's going down. And we bring in the Mawile, and they're bringing in their Hitmonchan immediately here. We're going to go for the Iron Head. Play rough. I have a feeling they are going to want to shield this up, and that's exactly what they do, using both of their shields, which is great. Sounds good to me. And it is a Fire Punch. So let's see. I'm going to go for an Iron Head. This is simply going to be enough. They're obviously not going to be bringing in their Altaria, so we're going to have to handle something else. Let's see what it is. A Muck, so we're going to immediately swap into our Lanturn here and go for the Thunderbolt. So when the shields are down, you can just do that. What is it? Better to go for like 2 serves or a Thunderbolt? Depends on the situation. But they're swapping into their Altaria here, and we're just going to go for the Surf because, yeah, it's not going to KO, but it's still going to be doing plenty of damage. This is going to be a Sky Attack, which is not very effective, so we're going to let it go. Farm them down. We should be able to get to this Surf on the Muck, which is going to be bringing it down a little bit more. Mawile, all we have to do now is just get to the Iron Head, and we've taken that win here. Are they going to be able to farm us up? This is going to get a shield no matter what. I don't care if it's a... Yeah, well, we have to shield. I was going to say Acid Spray, but that doesn't have us thinking of the other Mug. So, Iron Head, and taking the win. Let's go, folks. This is amazing. This is so fun that Mawile actually is a completely different thing now. All right, so we have an Umbreon in the bag. As much as I wanted to swap into my Mawile, we just got to hold on just to see what we have. I think it actually is able to sweep this whole team. Funny enough, the Mawile later down the line. So this is kind of just a neutral matchup. Now, I don't plan on using any shields here, so yeah, we're definitely going to lose this matchup. What we'll do is just bring in the Mawile to farm down with the Fairy Wind. If we can bring it low enough, that is quite the ambitious farm down. Let's still see, even though it is super effective. All right, so we're getting a shield from them. Okay, sounds good. We're going to let this go here. Don't think we would have farmed down, but we would have definitely built up a lot of extra energy. And they don't want me to do that whatsoever. Bringing in an Abomasnow, which is also weak to Mawile because of the Steel typing. Let's go. Iron Head just about one-shotting it. I shield this up because I just want to hold on to my health depending upon what's in the back. You know, don't sleep on quick move damage when you're using Shadow Mawile, and it is a Medicham. We're going to go straight for the play rough. Let's see what happens. Is Mawile going to be able to sweep this team? Like I said, oh, you better believe it. And they back out. We take the win. Mawile, let's go. It's taking the spotlight yet again every single time. And, well, I don't blame it. This is basically its channel here. All right, for the next battle, we're met with another Altaria. And now we do have Spark for the time being. I do put it back to Water Gun later down the line here. And we're going to be able to spam that Thunderbolt faster than usual. Now, Dragonair, I know it's not really getting too much spotlight here, but it's going to get some play. It is just here doing its thing, kind of protecting us from fire, well, at least the Mawile, and then the grass from the Lanturn here. So we're going to go ahead and let this go. We do not want to use any shields. And we're getting to another Thunderbolt. Not very effective damage with the Sky Attack because of our electric typing, but they're going to be using a shield and farming us down. They've used both shields at this point, so this is absolutely amazing. We're going to easily farm them down and let this go, no problem at all, and be loaded up on energy for whatever they have in the back. I'm assuming something protecting them from Fairy, and we're just going to go ahead and go for that play rough instantly. What was that? A Medicham, folks. Do you see the difference in Mawile's performance with Fairy Wind? This is freaking nuts. I mean, we would have done great. No, see what would have happened was... No, actually, you know, Power Up Punch is good. It just depends on what you're going up against. You know, a lot of times you run into like a team that's weak to fire and then fighting, and it's like you just kind of sweep them up. Doesn't matter if they had 100 shields, but with this set, the farm up with energy is absolutely phenomenal. Next battle, we're met with a Purified Sableye. So I'm feeling like they're going to want to go for the return here, but I do believe we're just going to let it go anyways. So the last battle, that Dragonair didn't even get to see any combat whatsoever. It just sat there, didn't get to... Mawile, I'm telling you, it's taking the spotlight. So we're going to be taking that win with energy, and they're going to be bringing in a Venusaur. I immediately swap into our Dragonair. Okay, so here we go. Finally, it's going to be able to do something, and we're going up against a Tentacruel, getting one shield. If I do recall this correctly, they shield up twice with this thing, so that sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and call the Acid Spray and let that go, and go for another Body Slam. Now, what I did have on this before was Return, so I would have had to build up a bunch of energy, but now you have the normal move that's going to be able to be spam fast, not doing as much damage granted, but still pretty good. We get to the Body Slam, but they're able to hit their charge move first, so we immediately bring in the Lanturn, and then they swap here as we do go for the Surf. Catching it with their Venusaur. Hey, very nice. We still have 2 shields, so we're going to be looking okay here. Now, Fire Fang would have been amazing, but that's okay since we are farming up extremely fast. We're just going to go ahead and go for the Iron Head, which is going to be going right through this Venusaur, doing a ton of damage and taking them out. And that Tentacruel, well, we're just going to go ahead and go for that Iron Head. Not very effective with all the moves here, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you could still do a ton of damage to it if you just hit it with Play Rough. That's just the way it goes, even if it's poison. Next battle met with a Stunfisk, and we have Water Gun. Okay, this is fantastic here. The Earthquake is not going to take you out, but essentially, yes. Just a couple more quick moves, and you're pretty much out of here. So I had a feeling this was going to be Rock Slide, but I shielded up anyways. Okay, so let's go. We've gotten 1 shield out of them, and they've gotten 1 shield from us. And we get to the Surf. We're going to go ahead and let this go. Earthquake, and we survive with about 1 HP. So there you go. That's what I'm talking about. So just a little bit of the quick moves, plus an Earthquake is going to be enough to take out the Lanturn here. So bring it in the Dragonair to go up against their own Lanturn here. So we're going to be resisting everything. Their Surf, their Thunderbolt, their Thunderhead, whatever they do have. And we're looking great here. And at this point, we will be farming them down. Still with 1 shield. Let's go, Dragonair. Let's see what you can do now. And as far as Purified, I mean, it's not like I can't get another one with Returns, no big deal. Although Dragonair could be a little expensive to power up, maybe around 100,000 Stardust. I do have another one that's better, but it's going to cost me around 148,000 Stardust, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll just use this one. Alright, so we do have our Mawile up against their Stunfisk here. They got 1 shield. We're just going to go straight for the Play Rough. This is just about going to be enough, and they're going to get to a charge move, so this is fine. Sort of. What we're going to do is just use the shield, farm them up. Well, they went down from that last quick move. So we need to get that shield, folks. What's going on here? If we don't bait, I think we're going to be in a little bit of a trouble. And they might be able to beat us here. So we got the shield. Now we're okay. All we got to do is build up to the Play Rough, farming really fast here. We should be able to outpace them, although Mandibuzz does farm fast itself with Snarl. But we're getting to it, and that is going to be it, folks. And Mawile taking the spotlight yet again. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!